So, as you know, here on Action Figure Obsession recently, I've been thinking a lot about Captain America and kind of focusing on and obsessing on Captain America. And suddenly hit me I should go back and take a look at the Ed Brubaker, Steve Epting run of Captain America, which is Volume 5, issue number 1. And then I started issue number 2, and then I got really excited about the characters already and decided that I needed to zhuzh up my Red Skull. And any guesses as to where this body came from? The head is from the MCU Red Skull slash Hydra Soldier. You could turn that figure into either one of those, and I chose to turn all of them into Hydra Soldiers. So I have some extra Red Skull heads from that figure. It's very tiny. But then again, so was the Indiana Jones Adventure Series line's bodies, and that's what this is. This is Major Tote from Raiders of the Lost Ark, the body, and it just seems to me like it is ideal for a snazzy dresser sort of Red Skull. Not entirely a coincidence for obvious reasons, both era and interest appropriate or organization appropriate. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. So, yeah, the overcoat just slides on and off him. Let's put Bucky Cap to the side here for now. And get him off camera for now. And just look at this guy. I mean, is he not pure evil? He even got a Luger. Nothing says evil like a Luger. That's the weapon that came with him came with Major Tote in the Indiana Jones Adventure Series. I see they put a little paint on the grip. Kudos to them for that. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to keep him this way. I haven't felt this excited about a Red Skull action figure since I had the Mezco one that I foolishly sold off. God. Another bad decision. Ring the bell, have a drink. But yeah, this definitely reminds me in some ways of the Red Skull's appearance in that first issue of that the first issue of that Volume 5 of Captain America, the Steve Epting run. I think I think this is going to stick. I really do, because as I say, I have the Mezco. Indiana Jones, but it towers over this thing. And of course, most figures are going to tower over this thing. Let's put them together in the same space, and you can see my now. So I'm thinking this is the, and ignore the body. We all know what it is. But just think of it as an Under Armour, shirt and pants on Bucky Barnes. Perhaps when he was in suspended animation and still being used as the Winter Soldier. And here he is with his boss, Red Skull. And, of course, the Red Skull would be small and a weak man deep inside. We know what these people were. Very weak. Felt very powerless and decided to destroy the world, out of their feelings of helplessness and powerlessness. Same old story. But yeah, I took the unmasked Bucky head off my second Bucky cap here, and so that's where the head came from. It's the flashback Winter Soldier from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV series action figure line or wave. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Bucky. This head might be too good to just leave on an old Quicksilver body. It is awful good, but of course, there's another Bucky that fits in, another Winter Soldier that fits in pretty well, I think, with this Red Skull. And again, the Red Star depicts, of course, that at this point Bucky was being used by the Soviet Union, but I think, and I haven't gotten to that point in the comics yet, but I do think I do think that he probably still has that red star when he starts interacting with some other characters in the line. It's funny how every figure that keeps falling over is just a kind of fodder figure that I don't have much use for yet. It's kind of funny how that keeps happening. But anyway, so yeah, just wanted to show you my new and improved sort of civilian garbed Belle of the Ball. Let's see, how am I gonna? Can I do this one-handed again? Yeah, I guess I can. All right, getting better all the time. I've had a lot of caffeine this morning, folks. Never, never underestimate the power of that caffeine. There we go. How's that? So, what do you think? You like this Major Tote Red Skull mashup here? I mean, it's almost like it was destined to be, right? I was going to get Major Tote's hat, but it's a little too small to fit on the Red Skull head. Major Tote is a really, really tiny figure. He's a really tiny figure, my friends, from the Indiana Jones Adventure line. That's why he was way in the back of my my little Indiana Jones mini display, which is part of my Mezco display. But the Mezco Indy comes with the the pedestal and the idol. So I do have a handful of the Adventure series, his friends and enemies behind him. But Major Toad, obviously one of the most important villains in all of the Indiana Jones mythology. But that's nowhere near as important to me as the Jack Kirby mythology, and the Red Skull being created by Jack Kirby and Joe Simon in the days, even I think before World War II or right at the beginning of World War II. 80 years ago or so. Actually, more than that now, 85, right? So, yeah, there'll be more on this. You can be sure. When it comes to Captain America and things related to Captain America, you can always be sure that there will be more. But for now, I just was really excited about this Red Skull, and I wanted to share it with you. Let me know what you think. I hope you like it. I mean, it's meant to be the representation of pure evil, and it's scaring the crap out of me just looking at it here. And yet at the same time, you can't deny he's a snappy dresser. So that'll do it, I guess, for this action figure obsession. More of an action figure short session, and that's fine. Throw a few of those in here occasionally. No need to go on for 45 minutes about this. I don't really have anything else to say about it for now. I may be doing some revising of my displays as I work my way through Volume 5, the Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting run of Captain America, because I'm really enjoying it so far. I haven't read it since it first came out, and I forgot how good it is, and I forgot how much of an impact it had on the modern perception of Captain America, especially in regard to the MCU movies. So, well worth taking a look at those comics. And I wouldn't be surprised if I come up with maybe some new spins on some of the other characters that were hovering around in Steve's orbit at that time. And, some legendary characters are in that book, too, like Nick Fury and Sharon Carter. And obviously the Red Skull here. And some other folks. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read it yet. But, again, a really, really good Captain America run. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Leave any comments, questions, corrections that you feel like sharing in the comments. And if you'd share the video with anybody you know who maybe is into customizing or kit bashing, I think this makes for a pretty good Red Skull. I'm sure somebody's probably done it before, but I'm not aware of it if they did. So apologies if it seems I'm stepping on anybody's toes. It just suddenly hit me when I was looking around my shelves. I was actually looking for those Hydra soldier figures, and then I spotted Major Tote here in the background, and I'm like, oh yeah, and he's got a tiny head, and that MCU Red Skull has a tiny head, and and it worked out pretty good. I had to put a little sticky tack to get the head to stay stable, because the Red Skull's peg hole is a little wider than the Major Tote peg hole. I'm telling you folks, Major Tote's head is super, super tiny. Here he is, little guy. The hat might throw you off, but I think you can see just, much smaller than the Red Skull head. But the body, I think, works well for this Red Skull head. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that. I always welcome new subscribers, or survivors, as I like to call them. And hit the notification bell if you do subscribe so that you find out anytime I upload a new video. And that's basically how that works. And me barely being able to speak is how it always works in the morning before I've had enough caffeine. So here we are, and it's a beautiful day. Actually, it isn't a beautiful day. It's cold and rainy here in the great Northeast. But a good day to stay in and read some comics. So I'm probably going to do a little bit of that today, and I advise you to make the most of your day, and I will see you again on the next Action Figure Obsession.